Hello. Today we're going to talk about how you can unlock the potential of artificial intelligence and extended reality in education. And this very unique opportunity to use a spatial artificial intelligence grant program. This is a grant that goes from 5 million up to 30 million. You are eligible. It's not a cash grant, it's in kind, but it has everything you need in order to roll this out at your institution. So let's have a look how it works. First, perhaps just to give you a background, because you may wonder about this, who's the company behind it and why do we do this? The company behind this is EON Reality. We've been around for more than 25 years. We are the leader in virtual augmented reality using spatial AI. We have approximately 42 million users across the world. We are a NASDAQ registered company, and we have the ability to help this to promote this. We believe actually that knowledge is a human right. And what we learned, although we have two arms, we have a for-profit arm, which is the NASDAQ company, and then we have a non-profit arm, and this is Learn for Life. The non-profit arm wants to make this technology available, accessible, and affordable for everybody. And that's why we launched the grants. We also, our commercial side, sees this as an opportunity to have you as the trailblazer and then open up the market for others. So of course, there's no free lunch. In this case, you will be a reference site for us and you need to use the technology. Okay, so that's the background about EON. You're welcome to watch our videos and look at the website. Now, what's the value? The concrete value of this is very simple. We can help students to learn faster, retain information longer, make better decisions. But you don't have to trust my word. Let's listen to what PwC says about this technology with regards to virtual reality.
We have conducted a study on virtual reality learning. We found learners in VR required less time to learn. They had higher emotional connection to the content, higher confidence, and were less distracted during the training.
Keep in mind, that's just virtual reality, but keep in mind also that EON also offers extended reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and on top of this, artificial intelligence, which obviously makes the whole value proposition stronger. Now, I will not hide that from you. I mean, you are aware of it. You don't see virtual augmented reality in every school today. And why is that? If this is so good, how come not everybody already has it? It's simple. Historically, this was too difficult. It was too expensive. There were not enough devices. These are problems that this technology had. So back around 4 or 5 years ago, we came up with this idea to democratize the use of this technology. We created a platform called EON XR. This EON XR is code-free, so anybody can use it. You don't have to be a programmer. It's agnostic. You can use it on any device, including a mobile device, what 5-6 billion people have in their pocket, as well as headset, and has a huge library, more than 7 million 3D assets. With that, you can create any content in a very simple way. So that was a big breakthrough in this market. However, that was not enough. About a year later, we came out with a new product, and this product helped what we call digital twins. The ability to take, again, a phone and scan an environment, and this digital twin inject knowledge in it, superimpose it with a physical environment, and then have your knowledge illuminated in the physical world, not in the virtual world. The third element of this became very useful during the pandemic. And this has to do with what we refer to as spatial meetings. And that's the ability to have an avatar and teleport myself to another location where a scanned or a physical environment is. This was very useful, for example, when Chinese students want to study at the university in UK, they were able to teleport themselves and connect and communicate, interact in a lab or another environment. So that's called spatial meetings. Let's move on. Now, these meetings were done predominantly in a room. How about if you want to do a whole world, a campus? That you can do with a product called Metaverse Builder. So this enables you to, again, use just a phone, walk and talk, select from the library objects and place them in your physical space, building a world that is interactive and immersive that you can use with headsets or with glasses. But just having a world itself is not enough. You have to also make it interactive and engaging. And we have a technology we call EON Interact, which is touch and go. I push something and it starts to interact, like you see here. So the ability to, a little bit like Harry Potter, to touch different objects in this 3D environment and automatically using that revolver-like activate various interactions such as smoke, explosion, rotation, etc. So this is what we did in the past. There's other products, but I focus on those for now, until artificial intelligence came. Now the world changed. And that was about 2 years ago, although most of us have heard about AI just recently. So what is that? And what do we do with it? First of all, the problem that whether it's GPT-4 or any other product from OpenAI or Bard from Google, they are just brain in a jar. So you can text with it, but it doesn't have context. It doesn't know who you are, where you are. It can't provide you an experiential solution. So EON has brought these two worlds together. So we have that's the definition of spatial AI. Basically, we've taken the genie out of the bottle and we gave you an avatar, an artificial intelligence avatar that has a digital body, eyes, ears, arm, legs, and can help you becoming a knowledge companion. And this knowledge companion can show you, can tell you, show you things in the real world, and guide you in the real world, as well as guide and assist you in the virtual reality world. Now, this may sound a bit theoretical, so let me show you a video.
In today's fast-paced world, technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate. What if we could use technology to enhance the way that we learn, work, and play? Introducing EON Reality's AI assistant.
Hi, what do you want to learn about today?
Whether you're a student.
Okay, so I'm not going to show you the whole video, but you can watch it at your leisure, but we can show and tell, we can help you to learn, train, perform. This avatar can communicate, we can converse in a virtual augmented reality, but you can also interact in the physical world. So it can guide you and assist you in the real environment. Let's have a look.
Then, drive your car onto the wash platform and stop when the sensors indicate precautions are not followed. The steam locomotive.
So basically, it can help you to guide things that have with real environments, real objects, real labs, and be this friendly assistant for you in the real world. We are not limited to objects or not even rooms. We can go in full environments. Let's have a look.
She has won 3 Academy Awards, 8 Golden Globe Awards.
The question was, tell me about the successful career of Meryl Streep. And it guided, it found the footprints of Meryl Streep, and it guides you, assists you in that environment. Okay, now, once you're done with this, it also generates a report, and this report is a transcript of everything that you have talked with the avatar, as well as all the images, videos, 3D created, so you can reflect and have a better understanding and knowledge transfer. Okay, so if you cover this, EON today covers more than 87 different categories in education. If you look at a subcategory, it's more than 930 of those. And because of that, our license has literally exploded. We are on the new products now, we've reached 2.4 million in less than, I would say, 2 years, really. It's not enough to have products. We also need to have programs. We have programs, for example, in education, we call the Academy, where students can learn about this in a much more advanced way. We provide basic courses, advanced courses. For actually to use the normal technology, it doesn't require almost any training. But we also want students and faculty members to engage with their surroundings, their city. So we have programs, one of them called Spatial AI. City, you can basically create illuminated landmarks, museums, exploration of exhibits, etc. So there's many other programs. Time doesn't allow me to present them now. There's a program for startups to encourage startups to create their own application based on the EON platform. Obviously, enterprise connection, edutainment, all the way to security. Okay, now what's the benefits with all this? I can tell you what I think, but we can also listen into what people are saying across the world. And there are many videos describing what people
EON XR platform
have seen with the platform. And I can summarize them in 4 things. Number 1, it really transforms education. Students learn faster, retain information longer, make better decisions. Number 2, the quality of education, if you compare traditional education versus experiential learning, is very different. Students' enrollment increases, satisfaction and engagement is also skyrocketing. Also retention, we've seen the same effect. Now, you may ask yourself, okay, this is all good, but who's owning the content? You do, the creator do. EON has no, doesn't have any rights even to view the content that you create. Now, you can, if you want, and that's benefit number 4, use that content and publish it for a fee if you want. That's your discretion. And in that case, 80% of the revenue goes back to you. Okay? So, use cases. Where is this utilized in reality? If you want to learn more about this, you can see here how industry is benefiting from this, as well as education and what you can do in various segments. Testimonials. If you want to learn more about this, you can listen to literally hundreds of hours from our users that have adopted this technology across the world, from Latin America to North America, Asia, Europe, etc. Now, a question that I often get, okay, so who are your traditional customers? Typically, it used to be the universities with a lot of money. Carnegie Mellon, Cornell University, Purdue, Imperial College. But as things has progressed, the technology got cheaper, faster, and better. So today, the subscription rate, if you are a customer, which is not what I'm offering today, is around $36 for students and $55 per product for teachers per month. Now, however, this is the $36 if you have a classroom with 30 users, and of course you get volume discounts as a customer. So it goes from $36 to $31 to all the way down to $18 per user. However, you are not a customer. What we are presenting this is as a trailblazer, and if you get approved for the grant, which you are pre-qualified to apply, then it's going to cost you 1% of the amount. 1% of the amount. Now, it does require that we have a volume rollout. So this is not for a small lab. But in any case, there's many people that we have expanded using these grants in various corners of the world. So what's included? As I said in the beginning, we are not signing you a check for $30 million or 5 to 30, depending on what you get awarded. But we are providing you with all the parts required for turnkey rollout of this solution. So that means what? Infrastructure, platforms, hardware, know-how, everything you need to make this a success. Okay? Now, how is this implemented? What's the steps? Step 1 is to have an introduction. So reach out to us today and we'll have a meeting with you. Step 2 is to submit your online application. There are no obligation, no binding requirements for the application itself. In 10 days, within 10 days, you get an answer. If you get the grant, then it's very simple. You have up to 30 days to accept it or not. If you decide to accept it, we will implement this program and we will roll it out. Let me give you a concrete example. So here's a concrete example from an academic institution in Europe. We started in April with 1,000 students. Within 2 months, we reached 16,000 students. We started with 20 different programs, from economics to English language to energy, nursing, pharmacy, modern music, etc. And based on that, the students created more than 50,000 applications, out of which these 50,000 applications, the top 10% were selected and incorporated as a part of the curriculum by the students. Okay, so last but not least, let's talk about the grants. So there are 3 grants. The first 2 are for academic institution. The third one is typically for regional governments or national governments. The first one we call the Future Workforce Grant Program, goes between 5 to 30 million. The way it works at the max, it's encompassing 5,000 different students and 750 interns. So it's almost a campus-wide rollout. There is the only cost that you will have is the 1% of the grant amount, which is called the grant guarantee fee. There's no other cost. This is a one-time cost involved. And the application is here. So you can apply. You can see the questions are fairly simple. Most of them are multiple. It takes about 10 minutes to apply. And as I said earlier, there are no financial obligation or binding commitments and liability with this grant. The second one is the R&D grant program. This is targeting universities, same size, 5,000 students and 750 internships. And then the last one is the impact and development program that goes up to all the way up to 300 million and has more than initially 57,000 students and faculty members. Okay, with that, I want to thank you. You have my email there. You have my number. Please email me if you are interested, and we can discuss the next steps. So until then, welcome to the Spatial AI revolution. Have a good one. Thank you.